What if I were to tell you there's a new life simulation game that's coming out this year that I am very intrigued by, and I think a lot of the Sims community, if you've heard about it, is, but we're also a little bit weary, but we're also very excited. Let me talk to you a little bit about this new game. It's coming out on September 12th of 2023, and it is called Life by You. And it is a game that is basically trying to compete with The Sims, I think. They're doing a lot of stuff, and their marketing so far has been very like, we have all this stuff, you have the control, there's a lot of things you can do in this game. Cars is in their promo. So, like, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like Simmers have wanted out of a life sim game that this game might offer. So I thought I'd do a little, like, overview of everything that's happened so far with this game. I think it got announced, like, a month ago on March 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they did, like, a big announcement for it. We'll watch the videos. There's a couple short videos, like a trailer, a couple behind the scenes things, and a couple of videos that they only posted on Twitter. So this is their Twitter account, and you can see they posted on March 17th was the first time this account got made, and they had like a little like, hey, we're gonna be live with a big announcement on our YouTube channel on March 20th. I missed it, but like I knew about it. I just didn't make this video because I was like, well, maybe I'll do a video in the future, but I do want to follow this game, so I think it's important that I cover everything so far so that when new stuff comes out, I can talk to you about it as it come out. We're just gonna check and see what exactly this is about. So first, they dropped this trailer, which was a teaser video. Join us March 20th. This was like a few days before that. So we're just gonna watch this real quick. This is the teaser, which there's so much to go over with just this. But I'm gonna save a lot of my thoughts for the full trailer. So you see people doing yoga, walking around, driving a car. The graphics, I will say, could use a little bit of polish. You see a little bit of build mode there. You see there's swimming, kayaking, like an actual open beach, which is really, really awesome. It's giving me Sims 3 vibes, which I love Sims 3, so I'm not mad. So the people who made this game are Paradox, people who made City Skylines, which is also the game that kind of killed Sim City. So I think that this has good promise to be a pretty solid game. It will be releasing in early access, so it probably won't be fully done. It's gonna be a lot of like development, and it sounds like they're listening to the community already, and hopefully they keep it up because it seems like the company themselves are actually like taking feedback and talking with people. Like I'll show you guys here in a moment on their Twitter. So here is some questions about the game initially. They said, we've loved reading your comments and questions in the past few days. We'll continue to answer them leading up to and beyond our early access release, so be sure to drop them below. Here are some answers to start. So there's going to be a private Discord server to the first 100,000 pre-orders. So that's kind of cool. You get to be in the first people to be a part of the community, I guess. So I don't know. I may do that. I guess I should do that. I should pre-order it, especially if I'm gonna be covering it. Oh shoot, the pre-order exclusive content is only available on Epic. Unfortunately, I guess they probably have better deal than Steam, but it will be on Steam too. Like the game itself will be on Steam, but the bonuses are only if you buy it through the Epic store, which sucks because I don't love using Epic. I don't use Epic for anything anymore unless there's something totally exclusive. The last thing I played on Epic was probably Borderlands 3. Okay, that's fine though. Will it be coming to other platforms? Not yet. PC at first. A lot of games have to go PC, then console. Make sure everything's good on PC before they bring it to console. So unfortunately, if you're not on PC, you won't be able to play this game while it's in early access. Hey, you never know. Depending on how good it goes, they might bring it to consoles too, because they know there's a big market there. They'd be stupid to not consider it. So we can be hopeful that this game, once it gets polished and finished up, it will come to a console, but there's no like saying that it will or not. But they'll share more information as they have it. Before we go into any more Twitter, let me go into the actual announcement trailer. I'm not gonna pause it. We're just gonna watch it straight through, and then I'll like talk about it a lot. This is what dropped on March 20th, and I did watch it on Twitter, I think. But I haven't taken a good close look at it. Oh, look at this sprawling hill. This definitely gives me Sims 3. Open world, all footage capturing game. You do laundry. The UI could use some work, but this is all you're watering your garden, okay? You're cooking, talking. Oh my gosh, there's all this stuff. And so much to look at. Kissing. Oh, cute. I wonder what they're gonna call woohooing. Proposing. Wow, and open world, you see people around going into places. You can collect stuff, okay, like treasures. Skateboard. We don't have skateboard skateboarding even in The Sims. By the way, sorry if I overshare a little. Interesting. It is very, like, the graphics in Sims 3, like, a lot. So they could use a little more of a modern polish, I'd say. But overall, really, really cool. What looks like what you can do. Color wheel for every object. Tell your stories. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is the creative sim. It is very simple right now, but it looks like that you have a lot of customization and creativity. You can move walls, kind of like Sims 4. Look at that. Oh, quarter tiles. I saw that. You can pull them a quarter tile instead of one grid square. That's huge. Oh, you can rotate. You can put the lots wherever you want. What is this? The Sims 2, Sims 3? What? No way. Shop creator, object creator, mod creator. Oh, it's gonna be heavily moddable. Quest, you create your own quests, you can create your own recipes, you can do everything in this game. I know it sounds too good to be true, but like hyping up. It's making me excited. Actually, I did not watch this one. I watched the teaser. I never watched this one yet, so that was all like kind of new to me. Look at the little moped you can get. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so cool. Okay. So, a lot to go over. I love this. See? Quarter tile. See how squares? But you can pull it quarter tile. That's huge, because in a Sims you just can't do that. You have to do it on the full square, so I think that's why they showed it, because they know that us builders are gonna love that. I love the color wheel. I don't love the UI stuff, but I think that can also change. Like, the artistic style could be a lot better, but that should come with development and fine-tuning things, I hope. It feels a little generic in, like, the characters and, like, the look of the area, but, like, the amount of customization is so much that, like, even if that's, like, where it doesn't feel quite as good, I feel like the customization and everything else you're gonna be able to do with this game is just gonna make it that much more interesting. There's still more to talk about, because that was like the big reveal trailer, and then a few days later they dropped customization. Like, you can see they look kind of plasticky as a character. Like, I feel like the character looks like more doll-like than The Sims 4. Like, they're trying to be realistic. I don't know. I just don't quite vibe with the style yet. I just hope they improve upon that, because it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love that you can have, it looks like 4 different colors, so you can gradient your hair. So I could maybe even have hair that looks like what I like to do sometimes. That's cool. Ooh, okay, this character looks a little bit better. This one, I didn't like how they looked. I don't know. Something's off with the eyeballs as well. But this one is really pretty, and I like the flowers in the hair. We got custom colors, color hexes. You can change everything like that. And then there's sliders for everything. Literally, it's got a lot of options and customization, and that's what this game is all about. They have been replying to people in the comments, and I think they actually are enjoying talking to a community. And then there was silence for like 3 weeks, and then they dropped this, the color swatching thing, where it looks like you can basically change color, change hue, change saturation, customize the lightness, the darkness, make it like fit perfect. Like, look at that, so much better. And there's so many objects in The Sims that I wish I could change the saturation of, or change the lightness or darkness of, at least, to make it fit like the color I want. Because a lot of the time the color swatches are just like generic, right? And that's what they are, and that's it. But here it's like you can build, you can make everything perfectly matching tones. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I just want to build. I'm not as interested in gameplay, but I still am interested in gameplay more than in Sims 4, because at least there's a lot more customization options. So cool, so cool. Another cool thing, they dropped this 9 days ago, which I haven't watched yet. That's why I was doing this video, because like I'm gonna lump everything together, and then in the future I'm just gonna do like reacts and talking about the new stuff that comes out as it comes out. But right now I'm behind, so we're catching up. So in this game, you can edit, create your own dialogue, create your own quests, create your own like everything.
So you might be wondering how you can edit dialogue on the fly.
You can do it on the fly. You can edit
through the conversation
mid-conversation what you're gonna say.
You can adjust
So
trees,
cool.
write custom conversations.
I wonder if they're
But
using
let's say
AI
you don't want to do
for a
all
lot
of
of
that,
this.
and you just want to adjust a certain response, or you want to give your character
where
a
they're
specific
going,
kind of tone.
because I feel like that's kind of how
Let me show you
this
how
would
you
have
can
to
do
work,
that
right?
now. Let's start by going into a romance
Yeah.
option here. I don't know what kind of person he is, but I do feel like maybe he'd like something a little bit more punny, maybe a little bit sciencey. So I'm going to go with the second option here. Let's click the edit button and add new text. Once I'm here, I can basically just start typing. So I'm going to go with a pickup line, the classic, "Are you a proton?" Because I'm feeling a positive connection.
Oh my god,
Let's see how
that's
this
so
goes.
good.
I click OK to
Okay.
save the option, then I go ahead and click on it. Okay, he failed chemistry,
Did I
but
mention I
that doesn't
failed chemistry?
feel like an outright failure. It feels like maybe we didn't vibe,
That's
but he
so
didn't reject
weird. Like,
me.
it's
Let's
gotta
go
be
ahead and
AI
try
then, right?
again.
To know,
So
like,
here you
what
can
you're
see I
putting
already put
in
in a custom option of you're looking
and then
pretty
put in
fly
something
today.
different.
That starts the flirting. From here I have some options, and I like sticking with the sciencey theme, so let's go ahead and go with the stargazing one.
Okay.
And at this point, I think I've kind of committed to my character being a little bit cheesy. We're gonna go with another pickup line.
Cheesy pickup lines. Yeah,
How
that's gonna be
about
fun.
are
This will be fun
you
for streaming too.
a
So we
constellation?
could have like chat
Haven't
and
finished
people
typing it
decide what I say
because
or what
I
characters
see
say. Oh my
stars
god, I have
when
so many
I
ideas.
look at
Oh
you.
my god, I want this
Not a
game.
question.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna play
that's
it.
a statement. So
I'm
let's go
gonna.
ahead and click on it and see what he
I'm at
says.
least gonna be the test bunny for it for
Oh,
you
do you
guys.
have a
If you
telescope?
can't play it or if
This
you
is
don't
a
want to
great
play it
example of
on
how it's
release,
actually taking the
I will be.
original piece of dialogue
The
for
original
the
piece of dialogue for
response.
the response.
So you can
Oh,
customize how you say it, but it's still
that's
going to take
cool.
the original and that piece of dialogue's
Oh,
intent.
okay.
So in this case,
Oh,
it
I
thinks
see.
that we're still
Okay, that
going
makes sense.
stargazing. But it kind of works in the context that I added it to.
So
I'm
it's not
gazing into his eyes
AI.
with a
It's
telescope. That being said, if you wanted to change his response, that's when you
you
actually
can
go into the
change what
conversation
you
tree and
say, but
adjust
it's
that
still
way.
gonna be the same
All right, and
response
that
no
wraps
matter
up
what you
Tommy and
say,
Annette's
I think,
conversation.
based
That's
on
how you
which
edit
one you
dialogue,
select though.
and we can't wait to show you
So I
more
think
about
that's cool. I think it's more
conversations
like
and the
a
conversation editor
choose your own
in the weeks
adventure
to
type
come. Be sure to drop your
dialogue,
questions in the
right?
comments
Like
below.
where things will change as you select them, and based on what you select, the next option will pop up and you can choose them, but you can edit them on the fly. So that's kind of cool. It's a little different than I was expecting it to work, but it's still really neat. You're able to create your own conversations as well. That's what they showed off there. Okay. So this guy, Life by Gabe, looks like he is the senior game designer on the game. He's posted some responses to people, and this is showing you, I guess, dialogue option. This is like when you create your own video game, kind of how it works. You have like the flows going from here to there, and then if you choose hey or get lost or goodbye, it goes to the next dialogue option, and you're able to set all that if you want, but you don't have to. There's gonna be a base of everything, right? And then they're gonna make it so that you're able to create your own stories completely. I remember Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a mode where you could create your own quests, and I thought that was so cool. It was a little confusing back when it came out, and I didn't really know how to use it, but I really was interested in that. So this is like, seems like a more simplified version of that. So I'm really excited to see what I could do with it. And it's like, okay, if they're an adult talking to a child, or adult to an adult, a child to a child, a child to adult, they all have different things they will let you say. And based on all those, there's other nodes that you can unlock. And wow, that's so cool. I love that. Okay. Obviously, children are going to talk to children different, and children are going to talk to adults different. So I love that. I love seeing that. That's so neat that that is how that all works, right? Do I need to edit conversations? So people were probably asking, like, do I have to edit? No, there's already conversations set up. They said, nope, you can play with all the dialogue that's already added to the game and have an enjoyable life sim experience. The conversation editor is meant to be an extra tool available for you to tell your own stories as well as share your creations with others. So that's awesome. And then here's some other basic questions about the conversation system, like a really in-depth video about this, but like, I'm behind. So I did want to like cover literally everything that's out right now, and we're almost done. This is near the end though. How do autonomous conversations work? Player controlled characters and non-controlled characters can decide to socialize entirely on their own. If your player controlled character decides to have a conversation, you won't be pulled in, but you can take control. What impact do conversations have? We'll go into more details on both these elements soon, but here's a quick overview. In short, conversations include relationship stats, unlocking quests, and unlocking interactions. And some of the following factors impact conversations: relationships, likes, dislikes, and location. Cool. And will an editor response be available in other conversations? This will depend on the context of the dialogue you're editing. For example, for a piece of dialogue between acquaintances that is romantic, you might have that piece of dialogue appear in other conversations between two people with that same relationship. You can, of course, edit a dialogue again later. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Are there group conversations? For now, we don't have group conversations. Given the complexity involved in designing a real language conversation system, our focus leading up to early access is on making sure the core one-on-one gameplay works works well. However, we are open to exploring group conversations in the future. That would be cool, but yes, definitely get it down, get it right, simple, start small. Don't try to do everything, which obviously it seems like they are trying to do everything, so it's a little bit worrying. I like that they're focusing on the one-to-one aspect. And then we have direct control,
Hello everyone.
which is the most recent video, came out a couple days ago.
Between direct and indirect control.
And this one
right now I'm in
is where
indirect
you
control.
can directly like
I click on a point to navigate
character.
to it, or I click on an object to interact with it.
And I'm sure like
However,
frame rate,
if I click on this icon,
I'm sure the
I can
frame rate
activate
will be better
direct
in the
control.
future.
Now I can use mouse and keyboard, or I can use a controller to directly move my person around the world.
Showing it, you can kind
Whatever
of
object I'm focused on or looking at, I can interact with using the button or the mouse.
Interact with things.
In addition, when I get near my parked vehicle, I can activate or summon my vehicle to enter direct control drive mode.
Will you go driving?
Yeah, I'm just steering left and right using my keyboard.
We're steering. Oh no, this is gonna.
I can use mouse.
Beg for trouble.
To look around the world, maybe check in
what happens if you crash?
neighbors are talking about.
Can you crash?
Well, I can go shopping. I can park up here. Maybe
Hopefully
go for a look around that park first.
Open
hit the
space bar
outside
your door.
And now my car's parked for me to return to later.
I'm sure they're gonna add like more interactions.
That's it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.
Was like your car teleported and you teleported out of your car. Like I feel like they could have made that a better animation, but I think that's a really interesting way to be able to control it, right? It's a little bit different. Let's see what people are saying about that, because I think that was a little bit weird. A little bit weird in the sense of like Sims 2 PS2 version had it looks like. Yeah, that makes sense. I never played the PS2 version of anything, so people were worried about how it looks because it was kind of laggy looking, but that's later, right? Like they're really showing us early stuff, I think. They have so much more polish to be done. That covers everything they've posted on their channel. They did do a couple shorts, but it's basically the same thing, talking about everything we already covered, so we're good with that. I will definitely add a link in the description to their YouTube channel and their Twitter page, so you can follow it if you are interested in keeping an eye out on this game. Seems really cool, seems a little rough around the edges, but a lot of early access games come out and become something completely even more amazing in time. So fund it if you feel like it, you know, like pick up a pre-order. I'm not sponsored in any way. I just am very into this type of game and I could see it becoming the next big game, but not to take down The Sims per se, but give people with a little bit more creativity a bit more options. Being able to customize a lot more stuff is what we've been missing from Sims 4. So I'm really excited to have that be a part of what Life by You is. Literally by you, me, you create your own worlds and lives and stuff like that. So I know it's going to be heavily moddable, probably off the bat, probably through the Steam Workshop and other stuff like that. But yeah, this game looks really cool. Very excited for it. Let me know your thoughts about this game. I'm excited, but I'm also weary, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, I've explained myself probably already throughout this whole video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and stick around because I'll be covering this more in addition to my Sims content that I usually do. Maybe do video like this every month, maybe combine all the things that came out and talk about them all in one video. I think that's probably how I'm gonna do it. So if you're down for that, I hope to see you in the next one. And thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a wonderful day. All right, bye.